Hello and welcome to Smaulgld's Shanghai Gold Exchange withdrawals update for the month of April 2017. Well, Shanghai Gold Exchange withdrawals fell in April to 171.174 tons, down from 192.250 tons in March. Shanghai Gold Exchange withdrawals were essentially flat from last year's 171.395 tons withdrawn in April 2016. However, the gold withdrawn on the Shanghai Gold Exchange in April was a very solid number. You're just comparing it to two other strong comparable months, last month, or March 2017, and April 2016. So through April 2017, gold withdrawals were the second highest level compared to prior year's totals through April. So right now we are not on record pace, but we are on pace to have the second largest withdrawals on the Shanghai Gold Exchange in a given year. Here's a reminder: if you want to add gold or withdraw gold from these bullion dealers and send it to yourself, you can do so via the Smaulgld site, via BGASE, Golden Eagle Coins, SD Bullion, Money Metals Exchange. There's links below this YouTube. There's also links and banners, these nice looking banners on the Smaulgld website, where you can compare shipping and pricing and make your purchase. And if you do, you help out Smaulgld. Smaulgld gets a small commission, but you pay no more, no less than if you visited those sites directly. So please check them out. It's not investment advice, but if you've done your due diligence and you're going to buy gold or silver, please consider going through the affiliates on the Smaulgld website and the link below. There's nice looking Chinese pandas. You can get gold eagles. You can get gold buffaloes, all types of gold and silver. And the Chinese pandas also in gold as well. So you can check those out. But there's just a quick word on the panda. Every year they put a different panda on the front, so it adds to its uniqueness. I think only 2001 and 2 or 2 and 3 they didn't. They used the same picture of the panda, but generally the panda is always the same, and instead of on the back having a queen every year, they have this Chinese temple here. I'm sure that's what the gold panda looks like. So he's sitting around eating his bamboo shoot there. And generally, just another point on the pandas are no longer, for the last 2 years, in ounces. They're in grams. So they're a little smaller than the 1 ounce size. It's 30 grams instead of about 33 grams. And they are a little pricier, not much. I mean, they have a premium on them. They're not like those ridiculous South African Krugerrang, but they are pricier, but they are very limited mintage. So there is an aftermarket for Chinese silver pandas. As we mentioned, the Chinese gold exchange withdrawals were pretty robust at 171 tons. We'll look at that in comparison. See, there they are right there. Historically, it's a very good month. And you can see since the end of November last year, we've kind of had some very decent months. Not as strong as the 2015 year, but some of the strongest months. Definitely well over 150 tons withdrawn on the Shanghai Gold Exchange. Now compare that to the People's Bank of China. We've covered this. They're just not adding gold to their reserves. And again, that doesn't mean China isn't adding gold. It means that the Central Bank of China, or the People's Bank of China, isn't adding gold. But there's a brisk, very robust trade on the Shanghai Gold Exchange. There's plenty of gold officially going into China through Hong Kong. There's plenty of gold being mined in China. So there's plenty of gold being purchased by Chinese individuals, according to reports. So there is plenty of gold in China. Again, it's just not on the People's Bank of China's balance sheet. Now let's take a look at some other charts here. I like to do this one all the time. This one I started back in 2014 and 15. And this one highlights that the Shanghai Gold Exchange truly is not just a paper market, but also a place where you can get delivery and you can withdraw gold from the exchange. Theoretically, you can do it on COMEX too, but people actually do it. And so here's just an example of a 2-week withdrawal total on the Shanghai Gold Exchange in September 2015 versus the entire 2014 gold deliveries on the COMEX. And you can see it's kind of ridiculous. This next chart shows it even better. In a given year, Withdrawals on the Shanghai Gold Exchange could be almost equal to the annual gold mining production, 2,600 tons here in 2015. Gold mining production that year, I think it's 2,800 tons. But look at our friends at the COMEX, 46 tons, very little, highlighting that people are there to trade for paper profits, not to buy gold or get gold delivery. They're there to get exposure to price. There's just not enough gold there to be delivered if people wanted it. And the key there is they don't want it. And if somebody had ill intent and they wanted it in order to crash the COMEX, COMEX would just shut them out of the platform. You're not going to beat the casino at the casino there. And they know that. That's why the traders are there. They're there to trade paper contracts, not to stand for delivery and make headlines that never come true about some type of COMEX default collapse imminent this week, next week, during Shemitah, whatever year, they predict that. Wow. What other charts do we got? So here is April compared to other Aprils, April 2017. And it was like last year, and it was a little lower than 2015, lower than 2013. So a little bit of a pullback this year in April. But as we mentioned, the chart up here shows that, oh, I didn't get to it yet. This is the chart I want to show you. This shows it's the second highest level through April since 2008, and basically the second highest level ever. The only level that was higher was 2015, when 821 tons approximately were withdrawn through April, and right now through April of 2017 we're at 727 tons. That may be 13% lower than 2015's record pace, but it's clearly higher than all other years that we've had. I think that about does it for, yes, for you can donate via Bitcoin now. It's been up there for a while. I have a few Bitcoin, not a few Bitcoin, I have a fraction of Bitcoin. I think they're worth like $38, $40. Well, I haven't checked. Maybe they're worth a lot more now. I got them last month. And also, you can donate via PayPal, and you can become a patron on Patreon. All the links are below. Now, later this week, later today, we're going to have the week in review. Lots of stories to catch up on. And also, we're going to do a complete silver supply and demand for 2016 with all the official mint data that we have. Later this week, we're also going to do something on the pieces of 8 and a few other interesting topics. So thanks for listening. Please subscribe to this channel. Please tell people about it. Please follow us on Twitter. And also remember to subscribe to Smaulgld here. And we'll also have our first interviews on the Smaulgld subscriber sound off program later next week. We've got a few interviews lined up, so stay tuned for that as well. Thank you very much.